Good morning. I wonder what have been some of those major moments and fundamental decisions in your life when you have said yes. Maybe signing the agreement to purchase your first car, deciding where to go to college or university, maybe starting your first job after leaving education, getting engaged, or when standing at the front of church getting married. And I know the latter isn't quite yes, but I do in my book is pretty close. I've often heard the thought that our relationship with God is actually a series of yeses. And thinking about my own life, I found that there wasn't just one solitary moment when I said yes to God. Rather, there have been numerous yeses. Some big and powerful moments, but most seemingly small, that have all built up together into one resounding yes to God, powerfully moving and working in my life. A well-known example of someone saying yes to God in the Bible is Jesus' mother Mary, as she says to the angel, "I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled." Her yes would resound throughout her entire life, leading her all the way to the cross, where she would witness her son live out the culmination of his yes to the Father. So as we turn back to our reading today, we have nestled in Mark's breathless telling of the Passion narrative, Jesus giving his own yes, his own costly consent, his own let it be done to his Father as he wrestled with his coming crucifixion in the Garden of Gethsemane with that powerful statement in chapter 14 verse 36. Abba, Father, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what you will. So when we think about our lives today, God allows his kingdom's work to depend on the consent of our yes, and also the yes of his people. The Father doesn't force his way upon us. Instead, he waits for us to choose whether or not we want to give our consent to the movement of his Spirit within us and through us. And the invitation as we journey through the final part of Mark's Gospel and on through Lent is to renew our consent. Every day we have is a new and wonderful opportunity to give our consent, our yes to the Lord. Now, I won't hide it, but our yes will cost us, but it'll also gift us with great abundance. We'll be led to the cross, but we will also walk out of the grave. We'll find ourselves empty, but only to be filled with the glory and the presence of God. We often might make it falteringly, but it will be enfolded in the faithfulness of our Father. So there's something a little bit different today. Here are some questions maybe for you to ponder as you go through the day. What have been some of the major yeses you said to God in your life? And what are some of the small yeses that you say to God in your normal days? And I invite you to see God's joy over you in your yeses to him, no matter how seemingly small. And lastly, is there a costly consent you've been withholding from God in your life? How about asking the Spirit to help you give consent, that yes, to his movement in your life, no matter what it may cost you? So in conclusion, may we choose to respond to the Spirit today with our own version of Jesus' words in that darkened garden as his disciples snored away. May we offer Jesus our own yes in the little moments of our day. And may all our small yeses become one large yes of our lives and our futures to him.